Hey all, welcome to my channel IT Learn. So today we gonna learn some most interesting things, and this video will be a helpful definitely for all the developer, all the tester, whoever is working in code, whoever working for IT industry, each and everyone who are the programmer. This will be helpful. This video will be helpful for us whoever is developing some application on who are the programmer. For all of them this video will be helpful. Today in this video we're gonna learn how to do a git push, git pull, and the most useful git commands which we will use day to day every life. We need that. Even we will show you how you can push the code from local to server, maybe the cloud repository. From there, how we can pull the code, how we can push the code. All of these things will be described in this video till end, so stay tuned till the end. In the middle of, or maybe till the end, it will be very useful video. I'm saying, I must say, these tricks will be very much helpful in our day-to-day programming life. So without wasting the time, let's start. So to have as my repository, you can see my GitHub page. Here I'll show you from the scratch itself, from the creating a repository in the server, from pushing the code, and how we can pull, even if something conflicts happen, how we can fix that. Those all the things I will give this tutorial to be here. So keep watching till the end so that it will be helpful for you. Let's see. So if I click, this is my Git repository where I came here. Now I'll create a new repository. So once I want to create a new repository, I need to come to my profile section. If I click on this one, you can come to your repositories. If you click on this your repositories, you can see this kind of repository. If you are new to this things, the repository and push pull, so you can open a GitHub account, free account. This is a totally free. You can create a free GitHub account, and then you can come to the repository. Now I am creating a repository. That repository can be a GitHub, can be a Azure, any kind of cloud repository it can be. So for the time being, I am assuming GitHub is our repository, right? So if I click on the new button, this page will look like this. I need to create this one, so I will create as a git useful command is the name I given for my push pull purpose. Description, this is, you need to provide some description over here. That is this is for the useful git command, so let it be private. So here if you say public, so anybody can push pull, or anybody can contribute their coding purpose here, but I don't need that one. This can be totally private. Readme, if you require readme, you can add it, or else you can't add it. So for the time being, I'm not adding it. So if you click on create repository, it will create a repository. See, when it is done, the repository is created, it will give you some instruction where how you can pull your code, how you can push your code, and how you can do that. So how you can init your git, so that all the things are defined here. So first, what it is saying, if you create a new repository, in the command line, so what will be the command? This is the git emit. Then we can add a git this one, like readme. Then this will be my first commit. This will be the branch. Then we can say the git remote, and then we can start pushing this one. So let's do one by one. So for example, this is my project. This project can be Java. This is Cypress project currently, so it can be a Java project, it can be a JavaScript project, it can be a Selenium project. Even if for the developer, it can be any kind of project. It doesn't matter what will be the project. So if your project is set up and running for the first time, if you want to pull the code from the server, or maybe if you want to push the code in the server, so that purpose you need to check the git is installed in your system or not. So how will you check? So before going to that git command, you need to know what is you need to install Git first in your system, and that Git can be this you have to check it is installed or not. If not, then you have to install it first. This is a prerequisite, you have to install Git first. So I'll check, like if I say git status, it will giving me the error because Git is installed, but for this project the project Git is not initiated. Means for a project we need to initiate Git, so that then only we can use the Git command. So I'll use git init. Let's see, as soon as I click the git init, you can see this on the left side, it all are changed to green mark, right? So that means we can say the green, so you can see the u is the untracked file. So let me check git status. Now we can see correct. Before that, when I paste when I use git status, there is nothing to show. It says not a git repository. But when I use git init, that means the repository now it's converted to a git repository. Now we can use the git command. So git status is just to check what is the current status of our project. So you can say this is our current status of the project. So this is a file, and what are the changes are there, this is saying like this way. So now if I go to this our repository, what it is saying, we can, so git readme file, I'll describe this later. For the time being, skip this one. Now it is saying it asked may ask us to commit, then we can create a branch, commit at the end. So before going to that, I will create a branch. So I'll give you some useful tricks. So if in your local if you have a branch or not, how you can check, you can check like git branch. If you simply type git branch, it will give you the name. Sorry, it is not giving. So git, so that there is no branch, so we can create a branch like git for the branch we need, we can add command line for the branch like git checkout, git checkout minus b master. So here git checkout minus b and master. So git checkout minus b and master is the name, what will be the branch name you want to provide. So if you click on hit enter, you can see it is saying as a switch to a new branch, right? Switch to a new branch. So new branch, you can see like this is a master branch we just created. Even you can create another one, let me tell you. Like you can say like it's taste, right? So if I click on hit enter, so you can see now it is switched to the taste branch. So currently we created two branch. Git checkout minus b is the git command name, then you need to provide the branch name. What is the branch name? Now if I say like git branch, let's see why this is showing. 1 minute, we have to commit fast. So maybe we can commit like git. For the commit, we can use git commit minus m. Now the message, what will be the message? Maybe it can, it is our first. So initiate fast commit. So let's see. Now before that we need to add git status, git add. Git status is where I check this is not added to the git. So first we need to add it to the stages, then we can add it, then we can make a commit. So let me add it, git add minus git add space dot is, I'm saying like add all of this file to the git. After that I will do commit. So if I use git add dot, instead of add you can specify some file, like for example if you have modified something and you want to add, I want to commit only one file or two specific file, then you can say like you git add maybe some example file. So you need to provide this example. Where is the example file? In the fixer file, right? So and the fixer file is where inside that e2e file, right? And the cypress. So in the cypress you can say like cypress slash then you can say like fixture slash example. So whatever the file you want to commit, you need to provide the path with the file name, then it will show you the that file will be added. So let me check again. Git status. See, this is the green mark and it is showing as these many files are added to uh, our git, right? So this file is this file is added. Now I can do a commit. So git commit minus m, let's see it is committed or not. See, first time I think it is committed. Let me check git log. See, now let me tell you one by one. So what I did initially, I created a branch. How I created a branch, that is checkout minus git checkout minus b and the branch name. Now currently I am in the test branch. I want to see how many branches is there or what is the branch. So you can see like this is a test branch I have created. No problem. Git okay. And let me tell you, in the server we can push the main branch. So let me post it here. Git log. Okay, so I have done so I told you like how we can create a branch. So like git checkout minus b, and if something happen in your, if you do some modification, you want to commit some file, how you can do that, you can simply go to the terminal and you can type git commit minus m. Okay, so you have to come exact where the project is located. There you can come, you can open any number of any kind of terminal. It may be a git bash. I am using VS Code, that's why I am using this terminal. If you are using Windows, you can use normal terminal also. So any terminal you can open it. You need to simply come to that project folder where your project is there, and then you can run this the command. So for the commit purpose, I have used a git commit minus m, then the commit message. What will be the commit message? And if you want to check the commit is created successfully or not, then you can say like git log. Git log is a git command where it will list you all the committed. So this is our commit message what we already gave. Now you need to press q to exit this one. Say for example, now I have made some changes here, like for example I have commented out this one, I save it. So as soon as I save it, you will see, if you are using VS Code, you can see here it is saying as a modify. M is the modification. So, and if you want to check the current git status, so you can type git status. If you hit enter, you can see now it is saying as a support command, this file what we have just updated. So after commit we updated, that means this file is not committed, and this file, if we push something to the server, so whatever we committed, that changes will push. This changes after commit, whatever the changes we will make, that will not commit. So think it very carefully and just listen to it, and this will be very much helpful in your coding. So once you want to update something, so if you want to in your put is, if maybe for today's push, if you want to if you need this command, this if you need this update, then you need to commit this file as well. And for example, I have did some modification in page object file. This is a page object file. Say no, not of, okay, wait, so maybe here I have added some cy dot wait. I have added something, maybe for 3 seconds I have added. I save it. So this time if I do git status, it will show me a two file. So red marks is indicating there is a two file, that is that is not added to our recent commit. So it will highlight you whatever the file we just changes. So here if I want to add this file, so we need to make another commit in our git, so that this file will be, if we want to push these changes, then we need to make another commit and we can push it to the server. So before pushing, I'll show you, like, so think about this way, like this is a one file. So maybe in a day you are doing a lot of changes and a lot of file, and for example you have a 10 files you have modified, but you are thinking like 10 file is not required for today's push. Maybe you can, for your one ticket or one story, whatever you have a 5 file to push. So you need to add 5 files separately, then need to create a commit. How you can do that? If you want to add, if first you need to add file to the git for the stage, then only you can commit, or else if you try to commit it won't work. So first how you can add it, like git add, I will show you. If you provide dot, that means all of the recent changes will be added to the git stage, but that is not required. I'll because I want to specify, I want to add some specific file. So what is the specific file? This one, cypress, for example. I want to add the feature file. What is the cypress site.cs? That file I want to add it. So I will simply come here, I'll copy this one, I'll paste it here. So now let me hit enter. So now it should added only one file. I'll check again git status. So every time before you do commit, before you do something and you want to see some modification, you can type git status in the terminal. It will give you the exact current status. If I type git status, sorry, spelling mistake I did. If I type git status, see, this is saying like this is a green color, right? This is a stage file. Use git restore stage. Once this is not required, because this is saying if I want to undo it, I don't want to undo it. So green color is, that means this is added in git. Now red means this is not added, till it is not added yet in the git. So now git in the sense like stage, in the stage, actually the proper word is stage. This is not added to the stage. Sorry, this is not added to the stage, and this green color is already added to the stage file. So now what we can do, we will do here, like we will make another commit, like, okay, so what will be the commit message? Git commit -m, and this is the single file commit, right? Let's see, hit enter, and it is saying one file changed, right? One file insertion and one insertion. So that means I have added only one, so that's why one insertion is saying, and one file I just changes, I just made it. So what will, again I will check git status. This time it should show only one red file, because this green file, whatever the staged file, that is already committed, so it won't show you in this git status. So only the modified file, this is not added in the git status, we will show now, we can see now. Now I want to check my commit is successful or not. How I will check? I will check git log. See, this is my first commit single, no, sorry, this is my first commit, initial first commit, and this is my second commit, right? So that means it is successfully created. So now I'll give it Q. So I hope till now you understood how to create a branch, how to commit, and how to initiate a git for a project, right? So git initial, now till now it's clear. Now I want to push this code to the server or repository. I show you initially like how the repository is created. So what I need to do, this is my repository link. I'll simply copy this one, and here it is saying for adding the remote, what we need to do, I can add it here, git remote add origin, right? Now I need to paste the URL, the git repository URL. So this is my git repository where I want to push my code in this repository. So what we need to do, for the first time, whatever the repository I want to push it, that repository needs to be added from our local. So this is our local where what will be the command for this? The command will be like git remote add origin. So git remote add origin, this will be git remote add, this is I'm telling it to add remote origin. Where, what is the origin? This is the origin, right? So let me hit enter. So it is already added. I want to verify it is added or not, then I can check like git remote add minus, I think it should be git remote minus v, I guess. Git remote minus v. So here git remote minus v is the command where it will list you the whatever the remote repository is added. So here is the remote repository we just added. So fetch and push, this is added. So let me tell you, now I want to push my code. So git push, I want to push my code, right? Git push origin, which branch? This is a main branch, right? See, so I can hit enter. Let's see, this is my command for git command to push my code to the server. I am saying git push origin main is the branch where I am trying to push my code. See, the push is in continuing, I think it is saying writing object. So let's see it is pushed or not. So this is this will push our latest code. Let's see how much. Let's see it is the code is pushed or not. Let me come to the code. See, you can see the code is pushed, right? This you can see the Cypress node module, and this is there. Now if you want to check the commit message, we can see here's a 2 commit. Good news, if I come here you can see like single file commit, and this is a initiate first commit. So this way you can push your code, right? You can push your code to the server. I hope this video is helpful for you, and this is next video will coming soon for the git, and there I will describe like how we can fix the conflict if conflict is happen, when the conflict will happen, and how easily we can fix it and push that code to the server. So stay tuned to this channel, and if you will not subscribe it, so please subscribe it. Thank you.